everybody, this is Palace of Forest. I'm Old June. Today we are talking about the US debts. People who experienced the turmoil in China from 1949 to 1953 have a deep and painful memories of the collapse of the nationalist party's finances. At that time, the gold yuan currency depreciated rapidly. For example, what cost 10 units in the morning could cost 100 by the evening for a load of bread. It was a devastating sight. Later, when I study economics, textbooks often praised a country's trade surplus over a trade deficit. However, in reality, imports and exports influence each other, and achieving balance is an important economic strategy. But looking at the US deficit still gives a shocking impression. GDP and economic rankings, gross domestic product, is used to measure a country's economic strength. It serves as a reference for policy making and business investment, offering insight into a nation's economic health and global economic trend. The Bureau of Economics Analysis, BEA, under the U.S. Department of Commerce, manages GDP calculations in this country. Here is the current rankings of GDP by country. Number 1, United States. Number 2, China. Number 3, Germany. Number 4, Japan. Number 5, India. Number 6, United Kingdom. Number 7, France. Number 8, Italy. Number 9, Brazil. Number 10, Canada. As of February 2025, China's GDP is about 64% of the United States. Interestingly, neither Russia nor any Arab countries are on the list, despite the wealth of oil in Arab countries. Why is that? Analysis cite the following reasons. 1, oil-dependent economy. 2, lack of diversification and modernization. 3, slow economic and population growth. 4, lack of private enterprises. 5, low export growth. 6, youth non-employment and lack of female participation. 7, social inequality and poverty. 8, political instability. This suggests that high revenue alone does not guarantee economic strength. However, a country that consistently spends more than it earns, such as the United States, raises another question. How does it maintain economic dominance and currency stability? Factors supporting the U.S. economy and currency stability, according to an AI-generated overview. 9 key factors explain this phenomenon. Number 1, the U.S. dollar as a global reserve currency. Many foreign central banks hold U.S. dollar as their foreign reserves. Number 2, strong economic foundation. The U.S. has a diverse and resilient economy. Number 3, investors' confidence. Consistent trust in the U.S. economic stability. 4, central bank's intervention. The Federal Reserve can adjust currency value by buying or selling U.S. dollars. 5, trade imbalances, which a trade deficit can weaken a currency. A strong economy with irreplaceable exports can sustain currency value. 6, debt support. If investors believe the government can repay debts, they maintain confidence in the currency. 7. Interest rate policies. Higher interest rates attract investment, strengthening the currency. 8. Global economic trends. Economic uncertainty pushes investors toward stable economies like the US. 9. Political stability. Investors prefer stable political environments. Among these, political stability and strong confidence are the most crucial. Since the US gained independence in 1776, it has only experienced one major domestic war, the Civil War, in 1861 to 1865. Despite ongoing issues such as social injustice, civil rights movements, racial tensions, labor disputes, and widened income gaps, Americans maintain strong confidence in their economic system, government operation, and overall stability. This allows the U.S. to remain resilient despite crisis. Largest holders of the U.S. debts. The top 5 countries holding U.S. debts are Japan, 1.1 trillion, China, 867 billion, United Kingdom, 654 billion, Luxembourg, 371 billion, and Canada, 333 billion. Countries with no national debts include Luxembourg, Benin, Hong Kong. Countries with low national debts, Singapore, Norway, Saudi Arabia. History of the U.S. national debts. The U.S. national debt began in 1775 to 1783 with a loan of $43 million. By 1781 to 1782, the U.S. Department of Finance was established to manage annual fiscal reports. In 1789, the Department of the Treasury was created to handle finances and borrowing. When Alexander Hamilton became Treasury Secretary, he promoted the idea that holding national debts could benefit the country. Thus, the U.S. has never been afraid of borrowing money. Actually, the U.S. from day one established country has borrowed money. I hope you like my issue and talk to you next time.